뭐 했길래 이렇게 문 앞에다 바짝 붙여놨지?
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for
참,
him at the council
가까이 봐야
assembly.
되는 거 아닌가?
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
다쳤대요.
He crippled his leg. He can't even stand up. Never mind serve guests.
Is it serious? That's all we need. Having to find a new waiter.
아,
I won't
냉각병
come
한번
to
잘못
that.
걸려가지고.
It just looks like a twisted ankle. A few days, and it'll
하지만
be right as
소고기
rain.
먹고 감기 걸린 거면
All
걸릴
Well,
수 있다.
I suppose we'll just have to manage with you for today. We can't be without a waiter here
소고기와 건강을
when the king
좋아하는
himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order.
좀 하고.
Now, about your livery.
맨날 대화할
You know
때마다
a good
그게.
waiter by his properly seated cap? And you don't have one
모자
at all.
썼잖아요, 여기 뚜껑.
Without a tunic, you're no royal waiter, just a common alehouse boy. And have you forgotten your hose? I
갑옷
can't let you into the chamber
입었잖아요.
without them. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables.
왜
The
다
royal waiter's
벗고 온
livery has
것처럼
strict
말하냐고.
rules.
얼굴 어디 좀 씻고 와야겠는데. 왕실 웨이터 복장 왜 이래? 이게 맞나?
Come and take your pick.
얼굴 닦을 데 없나?
Come and take a look. Quality goods.
지금 말하는 게 뭐 거의 다 벗고 왔다 수준으로 말하지 않았어? 집에 오랜만에 왔는데 물건 좀 많이 팔렸나?
How's trade?
I've got the call.
Thank you very much.
7,500. 그래, 갑옷 주고 다닐 필요가 없어. 그냥 무기 같은 거 좀 주워다가 상자에 넣어놓으면 알아서 환전해주잖아. 광대 복장.
A fine day for some
염료가 기에서 다른 색일수록 그런가? 근데 또 염료마다 값어치가 있잖아. 그런 거 생각하면 굳이 알록달록하게 만들 필요 없지 않을까? 비싼 염료 하나만 딱 써갖고.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things
모자
up.
쓰니까 되게
I should
얼빵해졌어.
certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in
갑자기 게임 장르가
urgent need
바뀌었어요.
of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Our current Waffen
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's
and
shoes.
on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Hey,
Should
boy,
the town
a full cup
reserve
of
have worse
monastery wine.
weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
에
I'm saying that the bandits who
I
freed
apologize,
Hinnick,
sir.
the Dry Devil,
Which one?
used
Red,
that thing.
and quickly.
That Hacken
I'll be right back.
hand cannon.
With the wine.
Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
갑자기
You're the
갑자기
one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith,
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herr
다른 데가 안
Gott.
나와.
It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr
Sir?
König surely knows this too.
Thank you.
You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this
Are you
is.
blind?
The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down and you want to defend yourselves.
아니 뭐
with
여기
a few
회의하러 오신
rusty
거예요? 술을
helmets.
드시러 오신 거예요?
Who is it you want to
엄청
fight?
먹어졌길래.
Exactly.
I fancy some
Merciful
Tokai.
King Sigismund
Refill,
providing
wait.
us with protection.
아담 씨는 안 돼요.
Sorry, sir.
Der König
Orders from
and
above.
his army
This is
will not be
unbelievable.
here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What have he heard?
Tokai,
부어버려.
order full cup. We're sitting atop the
I apologize,
biggest
sir.
silver heap in the
Which
kingdom.
one?
And we're supposed to defend it
deaf?
with brooms.
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
아니
always
술 마실
confiscate
거면
the property
술집을
of the king's
가세요.
enemies.
무슨 회의실에서 왜 이렇게 술을
We are
먹어?
more than familiar with the yeomanly state of our armory.
Good,
The
sir.
king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him.
유석유 타령다가
You
아뭐
take
밥
the
먹으러
arming of the
왔나?
city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about
피하러
the
갔는데
matter.
다가오면 안
Maybe
되면
we
기분
can change his mind.
아 근데 무슨 밥 먹는 것처럼
I'd like to
먹냐고.
report to the honorable council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the
양념
public
피하나
baths.
시키고 고량주 시킨다.
Baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
뭐 바닥에 던져.
So the cleanliness of the city is not
아니 먹고 그냥
what it
바닥에
should be.
던져?
The current
I
baths
fancy
in the
some
city
Tokai.
fall far short.
Refill.
아 너무 안 된다고.
Not a good idea, sir.
You're right.
This is
We
unbelievable.
do have the new baths in Hopbrink,
You there.
and Adam's old ones. But I hear
More
the
wine,
Hopbrink
Master
baths are
Bailiff.
more of a pigsty.
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill at
어디 있는
Adams
거야?
too.
What? Pray tell.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief.
Hey,
She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
저 여기 접대해야 되는데요.
I can't. I'm supposed to serve the lords.
You're supposed to do what you're told. But suit yourself. I'll go and get it myself after the assembly.
From the city wall.
그래, 별걸 다 시키고 있어. 내가 여기 자리 비웠다가 자리 비웠다고 뭐라고 하면 어떡할 건데?
And while he's there, a man can shave and take a you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a
왜
civic
아니라고?
duty nor a right. A full cup.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many
apologise,
people
sir.
died needlessly.
Which one?
White
Are you
Tokai.
questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes
Sir?
to punish the wickedness that's
먹으러
going
왔네
on in
진짜.
there.
Keeping the city clean is important. But we don't have money.
합법적으로 자리 비울 기회를
Arguing
놓친다고.
about who is going to wash where and how.
여기서 얘네들 염탐해야지.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not
Waiter,
at all.
get me white.
If you
아
finally
그만
admitted
좀
it was
달라고
right,
하세요.
we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
This is
A
unbelievable.
Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
Refill, boy.
Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me?
Which one? Are you colorblind?
I'm sure what you're
White.
I'm speaking
한번
about the
멀리
Rutard
있으니까 한 번 더
incident.
물어볼
You
수도
were
있지.
there,
되게
weren't you?
뭐라 그러네.
That's just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish
And a full
him.
cup. What happened there?
아이 진짜.
Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true.
누구야?
but In this case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
왁간자 먹자
I
아니야?
heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Hey, waiter, pour
Unless
me
he
some
puts
tabasco.
an end to us.
아니.
God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
포도주가
I'm
인기가
sorry,
많은데.
Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened,
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes,
스파이면
Rutard and I
디저트로
had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his
양손에 들고
daughter
대기하면
wanted to
되는
get
거야.
involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific.
Boy,
for
I'd like some wine.
Are you
아,
blaming one of us?
포도주야.
Ah, and look who spoke first.
First of all, it wasn't a duel. It was supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
이거
That's the
무한정으로
only
나오냐고.
reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me?
Ah, never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school
너무
brought this
도시에
custom to
대한
us.
잡다한
It's
얘기만 하고
now
있어.
run by the
노잼이야.
German Menhard. Who knows who
Refill,
that
sir.
fellow is?
Do you think I
Don't
come
be
to the council just to
ridiculous,
guzzle wine?
Forsooker.
Come here.
여기
You act like you've never been in a
다
fight
술
yourself.
마시러 왔구만. 뭘 둘러싸요 자꾸.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
그래, 그냥 갔다 오는 게 낫겠다.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
So what if they have one more reason?
어이가 없고. 예배당이 어딘데?
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd
That was
soon
easy
be
enough.
out of
And he
customers.
wanted me to count the winged
Out
figures.
with it. We'll
날개
never get
달린
anywhere
건가?
like this.
이런 거?
Why waste our time?
이쪽도 봐야 돼? 아니 너무 많은데? 날개 달린 거. 이것도 날개 달렸잖아. 적당히 얘기하죠. 어서 오세요.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct.
오,
Good.
찍었는데 맞음.
Here you are. So you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
The eternal dispute over
용돈
the
받았다.
cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers. Right under our
I'll have
noses.
a cup of white.
It's just a
아,
village
뭐
with the
백포도주야.
monastery.
백포도주 바닥
They are going to
나겠어.
work a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen. Start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Sir?
Are the experts from Bar supposed to work in the city?
You, lad.
Besides,
Familiar to me.
I get the feeling there's
Have we
something
met?
other than the
Well,
welfare of
naturally.
the city behind
I
your
go to your
complaints.
tavern almost every day.
Really?
And
Then
what
you
would
must have
that be?
decent wages to be able to
for
visit the
instance,
best tavern in town
like
regularly.
your altar there.
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my
그래, 차라리
seat for
싸워라.
the services
싸워서 싸우는
our
거
guild
나가셔야
provided
돼. 아,
and
백포도주 좀
still
그만 먹어.
provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrink. What?
Ne'er-do-wells?
It's you?
Those wrestlers
I
of
see
theirs,
you
of
come up in
course.
the world. From
People
a
from the whole
boy
town
to
go
a
to watch
waiter.
them war.
You go a long way.
One day I'll be the bailiff here. Wait and see.
You're a merry soul, lad. I like that.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
순간 개가 밥상 위로 올라갔던 것 같은데.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
왔나?
Azonal Juchek Össe, Alegiop Katonaikat, Ich Kelkinek Udra.
복장 화려하네. 머리는 하고 오신 건가? 네, 왕이에요. 그게 여기서 되게 좀 띨빵하게 군다.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Unlike this band of fools!
왕 조금 호감이야. 좀 호감이야. 틈들이 저런 이탈 떨어진 형이 얼마나 꼴 보기 싫었겠냐고. 그래 완전 뭐 아니 스토리상으로는 계속 편들고는 있는데 우리 쪽 왕은 너무 패급 같은데.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this
이쪽
fortress
편
again.
드는 게 맞아?
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2
역사적으로도
decades older
개패급이라고.
and
패급이라
wiser.
전쟁 났다고.
At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too.
아니 술 먹느냐고 뻗어갖고
your
대관식
father
안 가는
should be
왕이 어딨어.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue.
술고래는 좀
But for
엇갈리지.
now, they're keeping mostly to themselves.
좋게 봐도
Maybe you should go and
무능력을
welcome
보죠.
some of them. After all, this used to be your
패급이잖아.
home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're
북할
actually
주지
planning.
말걸. 유니크인데.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to
그냥
the
준다고?
needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be
나이가
him.
비슷하다고?
We
아닌
did
것
not get
같은데.
off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin
이건 또
didn't
뭔
have
상황이야?
any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And
갑자기 왜
Henry
또
only
막장
found out
상황이야?
about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
갑자기 마틴 아들이 왜 나와?
We'll drink our fill of wine, and by morning even sworn enemies will be fraternizing. You'll see.
Right, we finally accept the invitation.
Hey!
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
Ah, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
잘못 눌렀어.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
잠깐 한번
As it
만났던
happens,
애인데.
I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak
자기 위치
And the way it
누설했는데도
stands at the
그냥 담대하게
moment,
넘어가줬죠.
he'll never get the support of the council.
물론 내가
But
누설한 건
I have an
아니에요.
idea how to change that.
Well,
얘가 했어요.
I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
쟤네
We'll
건방지게 옆으로
sit
서서
and
말해.
wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
살려달라고 지질 짜니까 신부님 어쩔 수 없이 군 거라고. 무슨 소리야.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to
언제
Hungary by
울었다고.
events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You've got an interesting way of approaching
유비처럼
things.
울었대.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunststadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a
male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her, and that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
만약에 다 실패가 되면 어떻게 되는 거지? 그냥 넘어가나?
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans. But they wouldn't dream of stating them
데이트하고
aloud.
싶은데 돈 없다고 말하는
While it
전설토레
seems that Lord
머세키 TCC
Liechtenstein,
후원함.
on
더운데
the
고기 먹으라고
contrary,
후원해주는
sees his
유튜버.
opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for
정도는 내가
people than
사줄 수
most of this
있지.
crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
얼굴 뜯어먹는
The wine
살인이.
here is average. The cooks lack imagination.
뭐 그 정도로 얼굴 뜯어먹는
And I have
거래.
yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more
그저
effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And
얼굴은
why ask
중대사다.
me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
돈 없는 행붕이. 돈 많은 행붕이. 뭐? 당연히 돈 많은 아니야?
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No, no. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband.
다리
And the
떨면서
fact that I'm
말씀하시네.
handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Harmon Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or
결국엔
at least I'll
해주는
give it a
걸로
try.
가나 본데.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorim's groom has eyes everywhere.
난 바깥에 가서 이거부터 해주고 올까?
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
What brings you here?
I bet my house.
저기 안으로 들어가야 되나?
What bring? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
헨리 스텝 보다가 얘 보니까 조금 테이블에서 기다린다고? 이때 슬쩍 하면 되나? 그래도 게임 한다고 했으니까 같이 한번 해주는 게 좋겠지.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
그냥 가면 불쌍하잖아. 당연히 헨리가 낫지. 그리고 헨리는 지금 능력치도
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
신부님을 이미 뛰어넘었다고.
It's yours.
God bless, good sir.
Greetings to you.
Like this. Finished. Your turn. Nothing worth
이게
mentioning.
말이 돼?
Here. Like this. Oh, come on!
이게 맞지? 그래서 사기치려고 하네.
My God, why? Why do I even play?
별거 아니구만. 이게 게임이지.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Butcher.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamour going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
계속 술 마시고 다니면 나중에 꼴라되나? 시기가 올라오고 있는데.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them.
Well, well, we have a new guest.
그렇다고는 하는데 뭐 그만치 얘네들도 뭐
You wanted to apologize for crashing into
술
my
내성이
home without
났거나.
it by your leave. Or to harass my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
이건 또 뭔?
I'm not happy about
덤벼.
it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
나이 차이가 많이 나나?
We'll just
얼굴이
settle
틀린데.
a very private matter. It's an
Smile,
honorable
you
duel, man against
Why,
man.
you've still got
Stay
teeth.
back.
What's wrong with your legs?
Enough.
뭐야 한방 컷이잖아.
That will do.
Good day.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper.
바깥에서
When I was 6 years
생활하는 게
old,
너무
I fell
힘들었나?
off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting. He let me
갑자기
starve for 3 days until I was able to
갑자기 둘이
shoot my
공감대
first
형성하고
hare.
있어.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund.
님들 맨날 제
If
흉
he agrees,
보잖아요.
they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only
무슨
one
소리
you're
하는
after.
거야.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
언제? 맨날. 누가 보면 닭 빗질해주는 줄 알겠어.
Christ be praised, sir.
God bless.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you. I couldn't help but notice your son has
음해가 일상이래.
a bit of a
억울하다,
talent
진짜.
for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest. What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord! May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
But surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
얘랑도 대화 되나? 얘랑은 안 되네. 아유.
Patricians and usurers. They're without honor.
We're trying to forge an alliance.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. And the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Money, money, money. It's all mine. It's like I'm invisible or something. Don't be a coward.
The Lord be with you.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
아니 위에 있다는 거야 여기 층에 있다는 거야 뭐야 표시가 왜 이러냐 이러면 밑에 있다고
Sir Kunzlan, I haven't yet had the pleasure.
You're Godwin, aren't you? I've heard about you from Martin.
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration. Anything I can do for you?
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides to just wait, then no. I can't take that risk any longer.
Do you think we should look for help somewhere else?
I came here for
여기
one
다
reason alone.
9층이지
To hear a plan of attack against Sigismund. If Jobst doesn't lay one out before me, I'll try and find someone more
근데
courageous.
저 옷은 좀 부럽긴 해요
I expect you know Lady Anna of Waldstein well.
Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here. I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side for some of the gents here.
To her own relatives, certainly. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew her husband, Wenzel, and he married her out of love. Anna cared for him devotedly till the day he died. And it wasn't a quick death.
So it's not true what they say? That his demise was convenient for her?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune as a young widow.
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jewish community is large, and their support could change everything.
Or nothing. To be honest, I've no idea what to expect of the rabbi's offer.
He said he was interested in an alliance, though, didn't he?
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens, it won't change the lot of his people.
So
아니요.
you don't trust him?
And isn't it natural? It's not just faith in the walls of their
이제
quarter that
메인만
separates
남아서
us.
메인만 쭉쭉
They live
밀면
in our
되는데
city.
메인이 어느
They're
정도
more
남았는지는
foreign
잘
than the
모르겠어요.
Germans or the Hungarians. God be with you.
Mind where you're going.
Your Grace, may I
말
disturb
들은지
you
일주일
for a
된 것 같다. 그 정도는 아니거든.
Certainly.
Godwin, I came with the lords from Rattay.
Ah, now I remember. Forgive me, there are many guests and I only have one head.
Lord Liechtenstein asked me for help, in our collective interest. But if you'll allow me, sir, I'd like to ask you a few questions, so I'm clear about what I can do to help.
Indeed. And what would you like to know?
Your plan, if I may be so bold, has a few gaping holes. Sigismund may attack anywhere and any time. And we have no way to defend ourselves. You want to wait. Fine. But you should at least give some assurance to the lords that they'll live to see it through.
You amuse me, Godwin. A parish priest teaching the Margrave of Moravia about politics. I know you mean well, but try to look at it with cold reasoning.
I'd reason better with an army at my back.
Do you realize how much such an army costs? The gentlemen here have trouble agreeing about much lesser sums.
And if a way could be found, and the means...
Before that happens, Sigismund will take his shoes off and head off to Rome barefoot.
Do you still think the lords will agree at the end of the day? I'm beginning to lose hope.
That's the way of politics. Some are persuaded by silver, some by a well-chosen word. Others are convinced by tempting promises.
And if none of that does the trick?
Such cases usually end in quarrels between former allies, while the enemy is laughing up his sleeve.
John of Liechtenstein is acting in your interest, isn't he?
That was the original agreement. And on the outside, it still looks that way, I trust.
I understood that he was on our side.
Yes, he is. Only, he is slowly starting to act more and more on his own initiative.
Although, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, does it?
He still lacks the experience to be capable of evaluating some situations. But he is persuasive, and easily wins people to his side. Unfortunately.
But it was you who sent him to Kuttenberg, wasn't it?
True. But I certainly never told him to hole up in the Jewish quarter and pursue his own private plans there. And by doing so, he put both himself
저건 또
and
저렇게
our
생각하고.
common interests in jeopardy.
I wasn't expecting to meet the rabbi of Kuttenberg here.
Really? Half of Kuttenberg has accumulated debts with usurers that they cannot repay, or even do not intend to. The rabbi knows his people are under threat, and that Sigismund will not protect them if something should befall, similar to what happened in Prague.
So they naturally took a stance against Sigismund.
What's more, if
무슨
Wenceslas
소리야.
regains the throne, they can
저는
expect him
도적들만
to reward
털었어요. 착한 그런 일을 하고 다닌 거지.
On whose side do the wealthy burghers stand?
from the entire elite of Kuttenberg. Only Kunzelin Ruthard and Haman
아니
Alder.
왜 맞잖아.
Not that I'm surprised. The king keeps a close eye on them through the city council, seeking the slightest pretext to confiscate their wealth.
But if
또 말하면서
Ruthard
석연찮음.
and Alder can be
네.
persuaded,
아닌데? 나
We
완전
don't need to
당당한데.
convince Ruthard. And Martin is already working on Alder. But he might be pushing a little hard.
도적을 죽이고 돈을 뺏는 강도지라는 상상도 참네. 왜 도적한테 무슨 강도질이야. 그냥 정의 구현한 거지.
How are you getting?
Aside from the happy family reunion, everything is going according to plan. Thanks for asking.
I'd almost forgotten about that little detail. But fortunately, it wasn't too much of a fuss.
Father is getting old. There were times when he could keep yelling at me half the day.
밖에서 얼마나
Keep it
고생을
up.
많이 했으면
You've still got a
액면가가
lot of
아빠랑
work to do.
똑같아졌냐고.
Just don't overdo it with the wine. No one takes a walking wineskin seriously.
이쪽이면 아래로 가라고. 여기 가면 위로 가라고. 이쪽 층에 있는 게 맞는 거 같아.
And talk about the inheritance. But your father's still alive, isn't he? Aye, but he drools all over himself.
We're trying to forge an alliance against our common enemy.
They're trying to do one thing only. Line their pockets.
귀족이니까 다 위에 층에 있을 것 같은데.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then
그래, 저 얘기 계속
that was
얘기하던데.
perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
그래서 지금 한 명은 도대체 어디에 있는 거야? 지금 다 뒤진 것 같은데. 안쪽에서 올라가는 계단인가? 그런 거 딱히 없었는데. 지슈카 앞에 있다가 여기 앞에 돌았는데.
It's quite unusual to see him cornered like this.
The dry devil.
Now you can't stand the sight of us.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics then.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
All right, let's discuss it, candidly. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
저는 어떻습니까?
I'd be honored to oblige. I'm in my prime.
미친 거
Forget
아니야?
about it. Even if by some miracle you could manage to sire children, you'd die before you could raise them.
The truth doesn't offend, my lord. But I had to give it a try. How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant,
냅다
I'll have his
욕부터
eye.
해버린.
I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal.
주인님하고 아직 썸
with
타는
your
관계.
blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bushek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Bushek of Kunstadt? The Bushek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
가문이
If you're
좋은가 보네.
serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
옆에 헨리 아버지 왜 이렇게 찹찹해?
Sir Bushek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush
신부님이
agreed
헨리 로메스에 회방 놓는 거.
without reservations.
원래 이런
Then
데는
I will
연정이
fulfill
등장하는
my
거야.
end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just
한사한테
yet.
너 결혼한다고?
Sometimes all you need to do is...
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
To your health.
이 술잔이 어디서 나오는 거야?
Wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors.
여기는 실적으로
You
쪼는
have 2
자리잖아.
weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh. Rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year.
The wine is on the table
We have
there.
concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling.
뭐로
Our
드릴까요?
army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago.
Are you deaf? His Majesty asked for red wine.
If our father were still alive,
저는데 안
he would have
따라줘요.
been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have
Where are
put the
you going?
nobility in their
Mind your
place,
own
and the
business.
country would
안
flourish.
떨어진다고.
God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin.
아니 안 떨어진다고요.
You say the others will be brought into line.
나
But
따르기
what do you
나왔는데.
know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves.
안 따라줘.
Jobs does
따르기가 안
everything he
떠.
can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it's...
만나보니까 이쪽이 더 호감인데.
Maybe. But first
라인
I have to
갈아타면 안
conquer a
돼?
few more cities and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire.
저가 말하는 거.
You are too
왜
magnanimous.
못 알아보냐고?
Why?
그때
You did a
만났을
good
때
job.
마을
can be proud of
쳐들어갔을 때 그냥 얼핏 본 거라서 그러지 않을까? 얘랑 직접적으로 마주칠 일이 있나?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it
에리는 원래
together.
기억 잘 못한다고.
Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
잘못 갖다 주면
I
어떻게 되는
think
거지?
von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and
저봐 이렇게
grandchildren.
챙겨주는 거 봐. 이 좋아.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
표정 찹찹한 거 봐.
Surely you don't want to break in?
Don't put down roots here, you fool.
완전 빨라내는데?
Meum et propositum inter perna mori.
왕 앞에서 건배사하기.
my well-oiled friend. I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well.
이쪽도 다 빨라냈네.
To brighter tomorrows. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in quite simple and pragmatic terms,
예전에 신이
the wine
현대
has run out.
건설직원이 정정회장하고 같이 술 마셨다고.
I've got a tongue like a slice
그런
of
거는
week-old
어디 가서
bread
자랑할
after all
꼴이
that
되지.
gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and
아
his
얘네 아빠
closest
치사하다.
friends.
치사하게 지들끼리만 맛있는 거
The
먹었네.
rest of us to drink cheap dregs.
비행기 추락?
Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm
웬
sure you
비행기
can manage
추락?
that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Now, here, nobody knows.
But that is about to change.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French
잊을만 하면
royal
유명인
court
홍콩사고 터진다.
took note of my refined taste. The king himself
원래
had
비행기는
wine
사고 잘 안
delivered
난다고 하지
for his
않았어?
table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now,
소양은
if you'd only
달라요.
known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best
경비행기.
barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Burn, vacu, vocu. Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
토하고 있는 거 아니야? 경비행기를 모는 사람들 맞아. 그런 사람들 많더라.
Maybe I should. Good day. What would you like?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed to all kinds of debauchery.
Where might I find the really good wine here?
Why? You don't like the stuff from the kegs?
It's not for me. One of the distinguished guests asked for it.
Aha. If you go down the cellar stairs, you'll see the pictures lined up on the table. It's Lord Odorin's best. He's drunk plenty of it himself today.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Odorin was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you're Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce.
뭐지? 약간 꼬시는 것 같은데.
You really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's embarrassing at your age.
차였어.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
양손에 들어, 양손에.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
뭐지?
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
이게 이상한데?
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates! Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
갑자기 무서워. 동생을 구하자. 동생 어딨어?
Can't make it on his own.
Get him!
아, 얘 우리 편 같아. 야, 나 모르겠어.
Slice him up!
이 와중에 전투가 오네.
Show your stuff!
아니 잠깐 어디 있는지 살펴보기 눌렀다가 맞아 죽었어.
Jesus! The surrounded Christopher! He can't make it on his own.
동생만 도와줘. 다른 애들.
Bash him on the head.
동생아, 어그로 끌어라. 내가 옆에서 찔러줄게.
Bash him on the head.
같이 가봐. 힘 잘 누르고 있어.
He knows how to sword fight. Don't spare him.
발 걸고 있는 거 아니야? 누가 동생이야 이거? 십쪽에서 하나도 모르잖아. 이렇게 때려도 안 죽어?
No more mistakes.
근데 이렇게 빨개냐고요? 지금 출혈 때문에 출혈 때문에 네. 눈앞이 빨개짐. 헨리 온다. 다 술 채갖고 거기다가 또 여기 대장인 애가 아이 뭐 누구 왔나 보네 열어줘 이러면서 대충 열었잖아. 이들은 다 죽었다. 아 잠깐 바로 오기 전에 바로 도핑하고 올까 생각해.
Fucking whoresons! Blood!
아이 뭐야? 아이 잠깐 왜 이래?
Show your stuff.
뚜껑 쓴다는 게. 이렇게 쓰면 진짜 어떻게 싸웠냐 옛날에. 나 전투 풀렸나? 약 좀 먹고 가고 싶은데. 글리치냐고요? 아니 투구를 쓰고 싶어갖고 버튼을 눌렀는데 지금 살살 눌려가지고. 인사만 하고 있어. 왜 이렇게 단단한 거야? 가위 같은 단단함은 얘 머리로만 하는 거야. 보통 머리 한 대 맞으면 휘청해갖고 몇 대 그냥 금방 또 맞는데 지금 되게 단단해.
Let him have it! No wonder you're still standing.
뭐야? 잠깐만. 신부님 왜 맨손으로 사람 때리고 있어요? 아까 칼 들고 있었잖아. 칼 어디
You won't get me. What price you at? Next. Come to us.
아니 왜 맨손으로 싸우고 계시냐고. 동생을 구했다.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Henry!
Godwin.
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
많이도 잡아갔네.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan. But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace. She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing. Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too. Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin, give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
We've put enough arrows in him.
When Jobst finds out about this...
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
걔는 왜 이렇게 옆으로 말을 하냐?
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies.
얘도
we can
잡혀갈
hardly
줄
get the
알았더니
burghers on
얘는
our
인터넷 안
side.
잡혔네.
We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right.
납치당하기 전문.
When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join. When Jobst finds out about this...
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakalin. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes. Although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I agree. He seems quite likeable. And he's got a score to settle with Sigismund, like we do.
He certainly has.
What happened when von Berghoff hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with von Aulitz's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Berghoff came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you
뭐
came for
잘만
me,
놀고
didn't you?
먹고 하고 있더만.
It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility
쭈님도
lives
고충이
in
있었을 텐데
castles.
놀고 먹었다고? 뭘 고충이
That's a
있어?
fact.
놀고 먹고 잘만
Once I get my
지내고
hands on my
있구만.
estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But
말도
most of the time
태워주고.
we were in that
완전
room.
놀고 먹었네.
Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Berghoff want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they can just throw you in
말 타는
some
건
hole.
노동 아니냐고?
They behaved fairly respectfully. but
무슨
of course he was
노동이야? 얘는
fishing for
스포츠잖아.
information about Radzig and Hanush and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were
야
done.
우리나라 평생에 제주도
I think
가서
he
말
suspected I
못하면
was
재밌지
bluffing a
쟤네는.
bit. And then he tried to loosen my
아
tongue by
쟤네
letting
너뭐
me go
말
hungry
아무나
for a
타는
while.
줄 알아.
But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
저 때는 놀 거 없어갖고 말 타는 것도 꽤 재밌었을걸.
The best thing we can do is to keep doing our work.
Did I not warn should not come here?
You did. But I still...
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
이상한 거네.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is,
이건 너무
I
너무 개막장 아님?
I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? We look the same age, and Martin lived with me and Ma as long as I can remember.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Maybe we are not even a year apart.
And what does that make us then?
Nothing. Proof perhaps that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want.
아무 사이가 아니긴
But
해.
now is not the right time. This is not the end.
얘를 왜
We have to
꼬셔?
go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course, I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Well, do you think that's a good idea? No offense, sir, but you're no great warrior.
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here and wait, either.
All right, then. Let's go.
여기가 어디쯤이야? 아, 완전 끝에서 끝이잖아.
Peresh,
이 정도면 늦은
can
거
we go
아니?
any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
빠른 여행.
Enough with the talking. Can't we really go any faster?
Just hold on tight back there.
그치, 여기를 저기까지 그냥 막 말하면서 가는 건 너무 오래 걸리지.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier if we could do without it.
We all would, Glenn. But it has been decided as punishment for our many sins.
Our sins?
You killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing, I'm just blubbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up. My arse is getting numb.
I heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
Follow me.
그래,
Hopefully we'll
이쪽은
find it
헨리만
quickly.
가도
I
충분하지.
left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this.
벌써?
Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs and see if anyone is still there.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
소리가 들리는데. 뭐야, 여기 애들 다 죽였나 본데? 그냥 일하는 애들도?
Eric's tent to give him a piece of his mind, but never saw him come out.
소리는 가까이 들리는.
How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like? I ain't never seen none.
I can't leave now.
뭐야, 저 뒤에는 왜 보고만 있어?
Show what you're made of!
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already?
난리 났네.
How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives. What? I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Ben Navis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. We have to
아니
take her to the
정말로
shore.
안부 묻는
You go
거라고
ahead.
무슨 생각을 하는 거야?
I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in. But sir, if any more of them come here, I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
뭐 안부?
Adam, is that you? What happened?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
내가 돌보고 네가 모셔와야 되는 거 아니야?
Oh, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, Mum. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded.
그냥 정말
Let's go
안녕하시라고
now. We're out
물은
of time.
거라고.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards. Follow me. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Hurry! Or they'll run away! I knew they wouldn't expect us to be here.
아 따가워. 아, 비 나왔어. 잠깐만. 아이 잠깐만 잘 안 맞는데? 아 잠깐만요. 따가워요. 잘 안 맞아 이거 뭐야? 아 저기 다리 있구나 다리. 조금 밀어야 돼. 아 잠깐만 기다려봐. 아 됐다. 내가 도와줬어.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
칼이 하나 없어졌어.
Don't spare him. You caught him out fleetly. Go take the bucket, you shits. Slice him up! Come on! God will forgive you.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? You'd rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No. I just don't want to die here alone.
계속 오는데?
There they are.
Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Let me.
아 약을 도핑을 할 틈을 안 주네. 바로 연속 전투여갖고. 남친 왔다고? 그래 제 주인공 보면은 아마 거품 물 텐데. 약 좀 먹자. 약 좀 먹기.
Those fancy drinks! Fuck's sake, get me! God, me to him!
물량 먹으면 애들이 막지를 못해. 힘으로 그냥 몰아붙이는 거. 이거 봐. 그전에는 애들 다 막았었는데. 아, 다굴가게.
That was a good hit, Zoide,
Like yours should be shown off in spite. Yeah.
뭐야? 제가 이제 다. 뭐야 이거?
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry!
튕기는 줄 알았어.
Let's go!
God mourn me.
Let's go. It's this way.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Don't worry, even if that happens.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
I know this might not be the best time, but do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's, well, he's my father.
Bori Hashem!
I mean, not actually by blood, but he raised me.
Mein Sis Kindele. Tell me, how is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh,
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin
아니
wouldn't
근데
stop looking
굳이
at me all night. Then it went
마틴의
schlock
뭐
of
이런 것까지
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoraisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin, but he did not find out anything at all.
실상
If only
유저한테
he had
설정
gone all the
풀어주는
way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of someone. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother.
진짜
I will see you
아무
this time
관계도 아닌
tomorrow
사이.
at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
This does not end here. Those brutes of Sigismund's will pay for this.
근데 뭔가 좀 관계가 묘해.
So, are you sober yet?
More than I would
잘
like.
싸우시던데.
You know, Henry, I've been through a lot of battles, but this one was real shitty. Like defending a village that's under attack by other villages.
Well, I'd say one side was a bit more innocent than the other.
I suppose so, but still. Yesterday, this bunch of idiots would never dream of attacking anyone. And today, putting such bloody-mindedness into people's heads. Oh, it is all too easy.
I don't think so. You heard what that scum was yelling, didn't you? You can't make anyone that hateful in a single day.
Perhaps not. But it's a long way to go from hating to killing. And they got there terribly quickly.
What now? Are you going back to the Devil's Den?
Why do you ask? Do you want to come with me?
I could use a ride.
Oh, have you said your goodbyes to everyone here? Have you had your fill of fraternal joy?
여기 뭐 말 거래들.
You're right. I still have to go and have a word with someone.
All right, I will wait.
Look at it, all ablaze.
What will happen to us?
Look at it. All ablaze.
걔는 어딨지? 그 여관 정리. 아 여기 있다.
You managed to get the documents. What's next for you? Will you go to Jobst or come with us to the Devil's Den?
I've been thinking about it, and the time for spying is over. There's no one to convince, no one to break, no one to blackmail.
So what then?
몇십 년 저렇게
going
싸우면
home?
무슨 심정인가?
Not yet.
그냥 지긋지긋할 것 같아.
Actually, I'll escort these people first. I feel responsible for what happened,
다
and
때려치고 싶은 느낌일
maybe I
것
can
같아.
at least make up for it a little bit.
But we still have a lot of work to do. We could surely use a spy master.
A spy master is of no use without his network. Only a few of my people are still here, and I wouldn't bet my life on any of them.
Well, that doesn't matter. Maybe you could be useful in other ways.
No, Henry, I played and I lost.
30년 전쟁이 진짜
Now it's up
그렇게
to the rest of
끝났다고.
you.
지겹게 싸웠으니까 이제 원래대로 돌아가자고.
So the court spy and master schemer would rather be an armed escort to these poor souls now. I didn't expect you to be so bothered by conscience.
I may not have been in this world all that long, but I've done a lot of things already. Some good, some bad. But unfortunately, even the good ones can have bad consequences. So many people dead, driven out of their homes and into poverty. All that, just because they helped me.
Well, there's a war going on. People are dying.
But that doesn't mean we can't feel sorry for them.
All right. Have it your way. Have a safe journey, Sir John of Liechtenstein. God be with you.
And with you, Henry of Skalitz. Take care.
We survived. For a while there, I thought we were gonna die.
Many have died, indeed. It is a hard trial to go through. So many lives lost, the shul in flames.
I'm so sorry. There was nothing more we could do.
You are right. It was too late. How happy I would be if we could get everyone out. But what is done is done.
What will you do now?
Now we must find help in some other community of believers. We will try our luck in Colin. Many of us have relatives there.
Do you think you'll be pursued?
Well, the mercenaries might follow us, but hopefully it will not come to that. Chas v'sholem. We will split up into smaller groups, so we don't attract much attention until we get farther away from the town. Besides, who would chase us when we have nothing? We left everything behind in the town.
So the agreement with the lords in Rabors no longer stands, eh?
What makes you think that? Do you not trust us?
No, I do. But you've lost everything. I don't think you'll be able to contribute to our army anymore.
It is true that the Kuttenberg Kehile cannot pay for the army now, but others might, Be'ezras Hashem. Especially when they get word of what happened here.
Sarah told me you drove Martin the blacksmith out of town. Why would you do that?
I had my reasons.
But if you hadn't done it, he might still be alive.
Perhaps. But what about you? If he had not raised you, would you be here today helping us?
No. Probably not. Who knows what my mother would have done without him. God be with you, Rabbi.
Sei gesinnt, and please watch
담백하네.
over Samuel.
담백하게 얘기하고 끝나네. 나는 오늘은 여기까지 합시다. 얘 쫓아서 또 넘어가면은 또 한참 진행될 것 같으니까. 아, 졸려서 안 되겠어요. 아까 12시부터 막 좀 약발인지 졸려가지고. 영원히 잤으면 좋겠다고. 지능 상승. 아, 냉방병 한번 걸리니까 떨어지질 않아. 그래갖고 약을 좀 바꿨더니 그 약이 독한가 돼갖고 자꾸 졸리네. 아무튼 안녕히 주무십시오. 주말 잘 보내시고요.